Now that we've got the seat base completed, it's time to move on to the seat back. Pretty much, I think the whole process is going to be the same, so I don't need to film lots of it. I'll record it with the time-lapse camera again so you can see what's going on, but there'll be less of me talking unless I come across something new, and then I'll share it with you. Okay, so I've got all the bits together now that I'd cut out from the patterns, and these are just the bits I need to make the main face of the passenger seat back, the upright portion. So here is the finished cover, and it's time to turn it the right way out and have a look at it. Yeah, so far so good. I'm happy with that. I very slightly missed my stitch line on this bit here, but the only way to work out whether that's a problem is to actually go and fit it. It should be alright, it's only out by a couple of millimetres, and the vinyl fabric has some stretch in it. So yeah, time to take it downstairs and put it back on the foam. So today I just want to talk about what happens when things go wrong. So yesterday I had, as far as I was concerned, finished the passenger seat back cover, and I was just fitting it back onto the cushion, and I was rolling it down, and all of a sudden I heard a rip, and unfortunately one of the side panels tore across here, and that can be a bit of a disaster. It can be pretty heartbreaking if you've just put a lot of time and effort into something and it rips. So it's important to take a deep breath and not get worked up straight away. For me, I was surprised at how calm I remained. I have got it on video. I'll have a look. It might not be very good video, so we'll see. If it was good video, you'll see it now. Well, that's gone and blown it. I've managed to tear the cover, so I have to take it all off and go and replace that panel. It's important to remember what steps you took to think about where this fits in. So I knew I had to use a seam ripper to open up, to remove the front and the back from the side, but I didn't need to necessarily completely undo the whole border piece that goes all the way around the top and down the other side, because I know I can, if I just go just beyond the joint, so here I've gone a couple of inches past the joint, and then I know I can sew that back in. And because these seams are invisible seams, because they're on the inside, I know that's absolutely fine. If I'd have torn a part of the top panel where we've got top stitching, then top stitching like this, then it would be a different case. I'd have to take it back a few other steps to try and repair them. But that's the important thing. It's just remaining calm and then working out the best way of repairing that problem. So this, I'm going to crack on and get this sewn up. Once it's repaired, you'll never know that I had to take part of it apart from this video. So yeah, just thought it'd be valuable or useful so you can see what happens when things don't go to plan. Okay, so now we've finished with repairs, it's time to put everything back together again. I'm going to try and put the cover back on a different way to the way I tried before, because I think it was putting too much strain on it. So this time I'm going to just slide the cover over. So unfortunately doing this way does mean you have to work kind of blind to get the wires in, but that shouldn't be a major hassle. I'm going to do the vertical wires first and then do the horizontal wires. Okay, so I've hooked the top of the horizontal wires in, now top of the vertical wires in. Now I'm going to do the horizontal wires, and then I'll do the bottom of the vertical wires. To get the lower wires in place, I'm just going to use my pliers just as a bit of a lever. then we just need to make sure that the cover is pulled all the way down, which at the minute it isn't. And also you can see, there you go, it's not shut. At the top we've got the openings for the headrest holes, and that is just slide them over. And then I just need to go around it now and make sure the cover is pulled firmly down, because it's going to be very tight to do it up. Take these tabs and pull them through the gap into the back of the seat, and then there's can you see that? No. In here there's a frame, and the wire frame is what the tabs hook onto. Okay, so in here, if we pull this foam out of the way, you see you've got this tab here, pulls across, and then the frame here is what it hooks onto. Just make sure the foam goes back where it's supposed to, and you'll see it all lines up. We've got some tabs on either side and up through the middle. You can kind of see the previous staple holes. Okay, so now we're moving on to the very last step, which is hooking the plastic clips in. And what happens here is the J-clip folds in and under, and it goes into a groove in the foam, and then the corresponding clip has to fold all the way over itself and then snaps in like that.